And EU members have agreed in principle to delay the Brexit at their meeting earlier. EU envoys to Brussels agreed on the need for an extension, but work will continue over the weekend to finalize the agreement. The EU envoys, who met for around 2 hours, had been due to discuss the length of a third delay to Brexit, but diplomats say that they were reluctant to set a date because it could dictate the direction of political events in London. Decision will be taken by written procedure, and EU Council President Donald Tusk will not convene a special EU Council meeting. The development comes as UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson is set to push for a snap election on Monday amid ongoing deadlock over getting his Brexit deal approved by British MPs. Meanwhile, the Tories are adamant on calling for an early poll, and they say they are ready to go to the Parliament again and again if opposition Labour does not agree to a snap poll.
We'll bring forward a motion on Monday to have this general election, and if Labour keeps its word, then they should be backing this call for a general election. And remember, this is already the first opposition in British history that has not wanted a general election. But if they don't back that call for a general election, then we will keep bringing a motion to Parliament for a general election. We'll keep going for it because we need that election, we need to get Brexit done, and we need the British people to decide.
Johnson won the leadership of the ruling Conservative Party to become Prime Minister in a minority government by staking his career on getting Brexit done by October 31st. But after Parliament rejected his proposed legislative timetable on Tuesday, he will fail to do that. Brexit was initially supposed to have taken place on March 29, but Johnson's predecessor, Theresa May, was forced to delay twice as Parliament defeated her Brexit deal by margins of between 58 and 230 votes earlier this year. Her failure may cost her job. And pressure is mounting on the British government to ban an anti-India march in London on Sunday. Now, London's mayor of Pakistani origin, Sadiq Khan, is pressing the panic button. He said that such a march will only deepen divisions among the people in London. On Thursday, Sadiq Khan shot off another letter to Naveen Shah, a British lawmaker of Indian origin. Shah has actively campaigned for a ban on anti-India march in Diwali. He has written both to the Home Secretary and the Mayor of London. In this letter, Sadiq Khan says that the protesters could still breach the conditions and assemble at the Indian High Commission. The India House in London has already witnessed 2 violent protests this year. Sadiq Khan says that this march must be cancelled, but the mayor maintains that he has no power to ban it and passes the buck to the Home Secretary. We spoke with the UK Home Office yesterday. They issued this response to us. The management of demonstrations is an operational matter for the police. Neither Home Secretary nor the police have the power to ban a static protest, and ministers cannot initiate bans on marches, unquote. So both sides are now unwilling to take a stand. The British lawmakers are just shifting responsibility. Now, why there is hesitation to ban the protest? Well, they seem to be hiding behind a technicality. The Commissioner of London's Metropolitan Police reports to both the Mayor of London as well as the Home Office. This is the same police force that will be responsible for maintaining law and order in London on Sunday. It seems like Great Britain, despite India's serious concerns, wants the march to go ahead, which is why the Metropolitan Police has imposed conditions on the protesters. This is just an attempt to control the crowd. However, that has become very clear now is that there are certain groups in Great Britain that are aggressively pushing Pakistan's line on Kashmir with repeated protests. On Thursday, the Metropolitan Police issued a press release identifying the groups that are behind Sunday's march. These are the groups. They are Muslim Action Forum, World Muslims Federation, Pakistan Patriotic Front, Overseas Pakistan Welfare Council, Jammu Kashmir National Awami Party, and a chapter of Imran Khan's Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf that goes by the name of PTI-AJK. This revelation points to a trend anti-India groups are freely operating in the Great Britain, whether it's pro-Khalistani or Kashmiri separatists. They have a platform and their voices are being heard. Such groups have in fact support from British lawmakers. In return, the parliamentarians secure a vote bank and in some instances even financial support. Which is why London is now emerging as a stage for anti-India campaigns.